Whoops. Hi, everyone. Autofocus is being funny today. Hold on a second. Oh, wonder why it's doing that today. There we go. Okay, I think we got it. Sorry about that. For some reason, it decided it didn't like that one today. Sometimes that happens. It's kind of a bit odd. So yeah, welcome back, and hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, welcome. And my name is Suzanne. If you don't know, most of you know, so it's okay. Yeah, that kind of threw me off. Sorry. So I want to say hi to everybody. Hi, Sana, Ash, Nikki, Ruth, Mia, and Ebony, and Maya. Welcome, everyone. I have it on live chat. Okay. And I'm kind of concerned that I'm not in the right place with my hoop. When I put this on there, I thought, oh, it's a little bit too far over. But it seems like it's okay. So we'll see how it goes. Also, because my rear has been kind of sore when I sit here during streams lately, I am sitting on my cushion, and so I'm a little bit higher. So we'll see. I may have to adjust stuff. Well, we'll see how it goes. It was a last minute, like, oh, maybe I should use that kind of moment. So, yeah. So we're working on pricks everywhere today, and I want to know what you guys are working on. And Alex is in the other room counting. So if you hear lots of numbers, then you know what it is. Yeah, that means he's either tired, which he's in his bedroom, in his bed, so I think it's because he's tired, or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I kind of like that he counts because it means that he's feeling good. So, so yeah, I have my coffee, and everything is good. I decided not to work on the border right now. I figured that's something I can do, another time. I really want to get into the colors, so we'll do that a little bit today, and maybe after a while I'll work on some of the border just so we're not like neglecting it completely. So I'm gonna mark some stuff before I start stitching. Let me know what you guys are working on, and Ebony says, I'm working on Christmas memories for a bit and then on to Cake Shop. Nice. I just finished watching I think I finished. Did I finish it? Your floss tube this morning. I did fall asleep like 4 times while watching it. So I rewatched like the last 15 minutes like 3 times. I was really tired this morning. So yeah, Ebony has a voice that makes you go to sleep. But your pieces are so lovely. Oh, I love it. And it kind of gave me another thought on rotations and things like that. So I'm going to bounce it off you guys. Sanna's working on the 𝐻𝐸 2025 steampunk portal. And she's restarted that, so that's cool. There was something that Ebony did that I was like, ooh, now I can't remember. I'll figure it out. Hi, Love Drunk. Welcome in. Let's see. Oh, and the hoop is super tight this time again. I was so loving working on the hardanger with the hoop that tight. It feels like it's a little looser this time, but it like you can see the hole super well. Let me see if I can pull it a little more. There we go. Ebony says, sorry, haha, but thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I watched. I think I got to the end. I think. The last time I fell asleep, I slept for like a half an hour. So, yeah, I woke up to my screen showing that it had ended. So I don't know. Yeah, I was really tired this morning. I need to start going to bed earlier. School starts soon for him, not me. I thought I was going to do laundry this morning. Yeah, that didn't happen. But tomorrow I have to get up at 7 and do laundry so I can get it done. Oops, did a little too much. Okay, and Maya's working on Midnight Christmas Fairy. Oh, that sounds interesting. And my new pen refills should be here today, so I'm kind of glad for that. I hear Alex's tablet more than I hear my music. Okay, yeah, that's okay, Biscuit. Yeah, don't worry. It is fine. Ruin you? What? That's okay. I'm not ruining you. Ugh, this boy. He's, yeah. Had a call this morning after he got to Free Teed saying that he wasn't in the system to be there, and I was like, the heck he's not. I'm not saying anything, Bickett.
What are you saying about?
I'm talking about you. Nah. It's okay, sweetie.
Talking to who?
I'm doing my live stream now, sweetie boy.
It was me.
Yeah, I know. It's not about you. I mean, it's not. It's about you, but it's not. Don't worry about it. You just watch your video.
No.
You're good.
No.
So I thought he was gonna be home, because they decided that no, he's not in the system. I'm like, the hell he's not. Yeah. So, and Michelle's here, and she's working on Whispers at Midnight. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so I may have to move things around. Oh, there we go. Okay, that'll be okay. So I'm working on this little square, and I've been working on the step diagonals. So I like to keep the top one above, and this up here doesn't matter, because it's not coming down into this, and this is not going up unless it goes up into this darker border, but it's not that big of a deal. So that's what I decided last time, I believe, that I was working on this. So yeah, and I'm at, let's see, I'm at 3.6%. That's not too bad. This is a fairly big project. It is 242 by 372. Big for me, I tend to get a little weirded out when they get too big. So let's see. I think I'm going to stitch in the parked threads first. I did that earlier with Contessa. I worked on Contessa a little bit after I finally was able to stop being asleep. So yeah, that was good. I got a little bit of that done. Hi, Essie, welcome in. And this one, I'm going to remove off the, I need some more wax. Yeah. So, and I was talking to Christina. We were discussing what needed to be purchased for Pride and Prejudice, and there's a bunch of stuff that's like hard to get. I know Nikki's talked about that, and yeah, it's a bit like, I don't know. So, but I think I have to wait and see. Once I get my fabric, it should be good. Let's leave that. Okay. And this one, this one was only one stitch. Sometimes I just leave them. I didn't look farther away. 8 to 3. Oh, that went all the way through. And I'm going to plug the phone in before it gets too low. My phone is getting old, so it doesn't do well with the battery. The battery's not... I turned that off, little sucker. Okay. Okay. And I've been working the other direction, so this is a bit odd. Is that the right one? Have a mistake there, I think. Yeah, I think so. That's okay. We will fix it. Well, leave it. Actually, I think I'll go like this, and it looks like I messed up that stitch, so yeah. I think I was struggling a little bit last time I was working on this. I feel like I do get better at stuff every day, especially since I'm doing this technique it is really working for me. So yeah, I think that I make mistakes, but then I kind of resolve them. Maybe. Might have been tired. You never know. Let's do that. Wait, that doesn't go there. How much more do you need for Pride and Prejudice? One sec. I need 3 petite treasure braids. Hold on a second. I can, yeah, let me see. Hold on. Christina wrote it down what I needed left. Let's see. I needed a car and water lilies, which I got. I ordered that. I need 3 petite treasure braid gold number 3, a petite silk lame pale pink, and it looks like 3 different types of beads. Delica beads, hex cut, silver crystal, buckle bead, and drop gold line bead. The beads, I think beads shouldn't be that big of a deal. And then fabric, of course. So the shop in the Netherlands has the fabric and 2 of the treasure braids. So I'm going to email her and see if she's going to get more of that. Is that the right wait. Okay, it was. I was like, wait a minute. That looked like it was blue. It wasn't. That was just my eyes. So I'll email them and find out. I'll email her and find out. That's my plan. And then the silk lame I saw in Lakeside Needle Point, or Needleworks, or whatever their shop is called. Casa Sienna, it's out, but I put in a thing so they'll email me. But the shipping is I think the shipping is really a lot for Casa Sienna just to buy that. I'm not really sure about that. And it's just one of those things. I'll keep looking. And I haven't looked for the beads, so that's still kind of up in the air. We were just discussing it a little bit earlier, but like I'm pretty sure that I'm going to do the beads after. So that's something I can probably get later. And we were discussing that we probably don't have to worry about dye lots. Oh, and then I need floss. But I'll do that. I'll just order that if I decide to order another like print kit or something. But I need to go through my list and make sure what I need. But I was also thinking that I'd wait until my Dream Stitch order comes so that I can really take care of my list, my stash list, that I have enough. See, here's Tufties coming through. So yeah, I don't know. So we'll see if I even can start it on my birthday. It just depends. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm like considering what to do, how to do it, all that stuff. I told Christina I wasn't going to stress about it, but she reminded me that yes, I would. What the heck? See, I hate little tufties coming through. Oh, sorry, hit the camera. I'm sitting higher, so why is that coming through there? Okay, well, it is what it is. Ebony says, I've been organizing more floss today. I didn't get too much done yesterday. Yeah, that's usually how it is during live streams, isn't it? But it was fun. We had fun talking to you and stuff, so that was good. What is that? Oh, my pen refills came. I should see if Alex will go down and get the mail. Of course, I put my phone on silent, and it still sends messages to my watch. So like my watch starts buzzing. It's like, It's okay though. It was my mail. And oh, my fabric for Primrose and Feather. I'm excited about that. I'm like, I am stressing about it. It is kind of funky, Oh, and I checked my Dream Stitch, and it finally got sent yesterday. I guess it showed that they had sent. I'm guessing it was the tax or the tariff, whatever fees or whatever, and so they had to send that to Sweden before it could be released or something. So yeah, it's on the way. So it's gonna be pretty close. Ebony says, I had so much fun. My next order will be get some painted fairy instead of royal embroidery. 100%. I really think you'll love it. From what I can tell, like with the DMC I have, because I have quite a bit of DMC that I had for different projects, and I checked a lot of them, and they were very spot on. Where the royal embroidery was a bit iffy, there were a lot of colors that weren't. They're close, but like I would probably be careful using them unless it would be an all or nothing. But I bought those. I bought a lot of the royal embroidery for specific projects, so it's not like I'm. It's not a big deal. I'm not really going to use them, unless I have extras. I figured that I would use those if, what am I saying? I would use those if I only needed a little bit in a project, If I need a lot, I'll just buy enough for that project. That's what I've decided. And like I love Arrow, so this is 𝐿. It's awesome. It's such a different feel. It got this really nice. It feels like wool to me. Like a really nice spun wool would feel like this. It's not, but it kind of reminds me of that. So this one right here, I'm going to, but I do think you'll like it. It's so much nicer than DMC, and it's almost like royal embroidery. It's got that same kind of strength, but it's more like if it's so smooth and just nice. I love it. You guys convinced me. You got this. I mean, and it is cheaper than Royal Embroidery. I was really surprised. You know, and I would just get it as you need it. Like if you know you need a large amount for a project and you want to make sure you get the same dye lot, I would do that. I think I bought 200 skeins. That's what I needed for, you know, a bunch of projects. And I think it was like maybe was it 30? Like around 30 pounds kind of thing, maybe. I can't remember exactly. I think it was 350 crowns, which is about, you know, that's about 30, I think. Let's see. So we're going to go over here. Here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's right. Wait, no, that's not right. Wait a minute. Is that wrong then? Wait. I bet this is wrong. This was from earlier. I didn't do this, did I? I might have. Hold on a second. Have a tufty in the way. So, yeah. Yeah, it's in the wrong spot. Where'd that come from? It's like half the price. Okay, yeah. See, I didn't really like look at the price, so I wasn't sure. But I did kind of go through Dream Stitch and check all of those links, and I do remember that it was less than DMC, more than Arrow and Dream and Fairy. So let's see, that goes there, and this one. Needle in the back. Oh, I took that. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, man. Did you hear? I think you heard that. It was like, rip. That's how good the the fabric is. It's all ping. You know, and that was one of the reasons why I was so stuck with Arrow, was that, you know, the Royal was just so much more expensive, and I didn't feel like I could really afford that. And I figured, you know, I was fine with Arrow. But then I decided to try the Painted Fairy, and yeah, that was it. I'm playing a bit of a thread chicken here, I think. Maybe? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna email Dream Stitch and see if I can get like a coupon code or something for you guys. Should be able to, I'm guessing. Haven't tried, but you know. Oh, Nikki, I was working on Contessa a little bit before lunch. I love that pattern. It's just like, I don't know, something about it. It just works. It doesn't feel weird or anything. Like it doesn't feel like a bunch of, you know, there's a lot of confetti, but it didn't feel like strange doing it. Okay, that's that. And the other one, I guess I can check it, but I think it needs to sit a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll let it sit and start doing min to max. Oh, there's a lot in this. There's quite a bit of confetti in this project, I think. Oh wait, I gotta turn it on. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, I made coffee. I didn't drink any. Hopefully it's not in a bad spot. I kind of felt like I got it too far over on the hoop. It's working for me, but I'm not sure how it looks. So let me know how it looks for you guys. I will say the fabric looks so much more like open with it so tight. I'm just in love. Okay. So 725. And we're gonna leave that on the board. So we're gonna do it this way. 725. Oh, that's a pretty yellow. Oh, there's a lot of this yellow in there. I got oh, I always forget I did. Oh, that's right. It's a big old yellow rose. Oh, we're like almost in the middle. Huh, cool. Or I'm in the middle. Let's see. Where's that at? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I am almost in the middle. And turn that off though, because it's gonna confuse me. Nikki says, yeah, if I had lost everything, I would only do Painting Fair and Arrow. Yeah, definitely. And that was a really good idea somebody had yesterday for you, Nikki, just to maybe do a de-stash with the CXC. See, I've never used CXC, but it's more expensive. It's a lot more expensive. And I've heard so many stories about it not matching very well that, I'm skeptical about it. And as I said, I have quite a bit of DMC, which I don't really like DMC that much. I like the vintage stuff, but the newer stuff doesn't, like what Ebony says, it knots up and it's like this. The ply isn't as nice. It's much looser plied, and so like I didn't buy it that much. You know what I mean? And when I found Arrow, it was like, whoa, I'm not gonna bother. This is awesome. So yeah, let's see. So this one, I'm just going to do it and park it. I'm gonna get to that square first. So, okay. So I was just planning out my method here. We got tufties here, so it's gonna go right. Yeah, it's gonna go here. Okay. And now that I've been stitching the other way, that working from right to left feels odd. But like what Blue Sue said, it's actually kind of beneficial to, work outside of your norm. So like as much as I'm trying to think maybe I'll work my way over to the other side and I would just count over there. I think it's a good idea that I didn't. You know what I mean? So, and that. Hello, Nettie. And Ash said, I ordered 3 Painting Fairy pieces the other day. Oh, awesome. And hello, Alyssa. What did you get, Ash? Let us know. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of little bits of confetti, but that's okay. 3, 7, 7, 8. We're gonna be going back and forth in the cart, but that's okay. Does anyone know anything about UMC stag floss? No, I've never heard of that. But you know, I don't know much. Where's it from? Do you know where it's from? It doesn't, I mean, somebody else might know. Does anybody else know? Let us know. Okay. Oh, I feel like I need 2 more hoops. Maybe more. 3 more hoops. So I'll let people answer that. If Amazon product, okay, no, I'm guessing it's something like CXC then. Does it say who the brand is? Because that usually, if you get it from Amazon, it's not going to be, it's going to be like a CXC product, or at least as far as I know. Do a link in Discord. We can look later if you want. Yeah, I don't know anything about it either. So yeah. Yeah, and Alex is asleep. How did we guess? I guess he had a busy day at Freetides. And this is going to go. Oh, some kids crying out there. 3 up. 1, 2, 3. It says it's Egyptian cotton. Okay. Huh. Okay. Maybe that's what Shiva's from 8 Moon Phases by. She gets some from Amazon. Interesting. Yeah, put a link in it. It might be interesting. What's the price like? Egyptian cotton is nice, you know. 3, 3, 4, 8. Oh, there's one on the board. There's only 2, and the next one is kind of far away, so I think I'm just going to do those stitches and take it off. Doesn't look like it has DMC colors, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Cats at the window, lavender and books, and cat with a fish. Ah, okay. Let's see. I'm planning my waist threads. Sounds good, Ash. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm like, yeah, cool. It's so bad because you know, like I'm so tempted all the time. Buy more. I have to stop though. I'm gonna be broke. I already am broke. What am I talking about? There we go. Okay. You can only get color families, maybe more for free embroiderers. Yeah, I think so. That might be, you know, that's the kind of stuff that I would have probably bought when I was just, you know, like using it for other projects, not counted cross stitch or something that was more like you said, free embroidery. I have a really, really pretty project that I had started, which didn't go very far, but it was a christening gown that I saw in a magazine here in Sweden, and it was so beautiful. So I got all the stuff for it and everything. I was gonna make it, and then I was like, nope, I didn't. Okay. So I am noticing with this direction that the tufties are a little bit more in the way. But it's, as you know, as I said, it's a good practice to, work outside, work the other direction. Hello, Handmade Heaven. Welcome in. Hope you're well. So let's see. That one's gonna go there. Okay. Now 9-1. Oh, what's up? It's like all of a sudden it's going into reds. I'm like, what? 918. And I think I have to move this magnet. It's bothering my hand. 918, not 919. Oh. Have to cut it. Let us know what you're working on. I got smart about my ruler and I have it hanging off my tripod. The little ring is sort of in the way, but it's okay. And maybe I'll move the ring to the bottom. I usually use it's a needle gauge as well. I usually use the big fat hole for where I cut it, but I put the ring through that, so I might have to readjust that. And I messed up my thread here. And Handmade says, hold on a second. I'm working on the flower dragon salve from last year's Flossy Fox shop. Oh, I've never heard of that. Okay. Sounds like it would be pretty. Okay, so I have this idea that I kind of got the idea from Ebony. So if you guys don't like it, it's Ebony's fault. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, Ebony under the bus. So I was thinking about how I plan my stitching. Like right now we're just like spin the wheel and whatever comes up comes up, and then reset the wheel at the end like that. And that's been working pretty well. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It works great in my opinion. But I'm kind of wondering, do I want to focus more on something like maybe not exactly quarterly projects, but maybe like monthly. Say I work on this project. Okay, so I'm gonna focus on Primrose and Feather and Pride and Prejudice to start with. We'll see how it goes afterwards after a while. But for now, I those are the ones that I really want to focus on. Ebony says my husband gasped. Okay. Sorry. Alex does that. Sorry. But so what I was thinking was, what about doing something like, instead of quarterly, because I kind of like that idea. And a lot of people have rotations, like a certain percentage or a certain amount of stitches or whatever. But I don't want to like work on one project until it's done, but like a month have like 4 projects other than my focus projects that I would pick, and I'd work on them weekly, 4 days a week, and then Pride and Prejudice, Primrose and Feather would be the other 3. Because at first I thought, well, I'll work on Primrose and Feather every day, alternating. But then Pride and Prejudice came in, and I was like, can't just, Oh, it's so bad. It is so bad. What the heck? Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, why? Okay, just weird. I was like, why am I getting messages from Discord? Oh, you can't like mute Discord completely. It's silly. You have to go through and click all of them to. So I usually just do the ones that are super busy, but then yeah. I'm distracted. Sorry. 3819. No, I was looking on the board because I only needed a couple stitches, and yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's okay. 3819. So yeah. So let me know what you guys think of Ebony's suggestion. No, I'm kidding. Ebony under the bus. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I started feeling like I feel like some things aren't getting worked on. But I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't get any notifications from Discord. Oh, yeah, you probably have to turn them on. You know? That's weird. I get so many notifications. It's silly. But I'm on a lot of Discord servers, so yeah. That's weird, Nikki. Maybe you don't have it set up, but like I have it on my tablet, my phone, and my computer, so sometimes it's like, Sanna says, I'm still at odds with myself regarding a routine. Yeah, see, like, okay, when I first started doing, a lot of, well, not a lot, but I was working on more than one full coverage. I had kind of given myself, it was like, I'll work on this for 3 days. And what I realized is that was about 1,000 stitches, but by the end of the 3 days, I was like done with that project. So I knew that 3 days was too much. But I was getting progress, you know what I mean? And I don't know if I'm really that like progress driven. I'm gonna move this magnet, it's bugging me. Oh, there we go. But progress is nice too, you know what I mean? Let's see, so it's gonna go here. Let's put that over here. So yeah, I've been thinking about it. And as I don't want to say I'm stressed about it, because it's not really stress, but it's like I feel like before I start anything new, I need to be mindful, kind of thing. But then I want to start all things. You know what I mean? Because of course I do. I want to start all things. So seriously, tufties. The tufties are going the wrong direction. Probably should switch hands maybe. But I won't, because yeah, that would be crazy. Oh yeah, let's change needles on that. Oh, okay. Ebony says you could have your 3 days for your focus pieces, then monthly, maybe 2 that get 1 day a week, and 1 day a week you spin the wheel for any of the others. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, and Nikki has it set up that way. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I tend to forget to um, check stuff, so I try to leave it on. Um, because like out of sight out of mind, that's very much how it is. Like sometimes I don't check Facebook hardly ever because I don't have any of the notifications on. I like that idea, Ebony. So okay, so what Ebony said was you could have your 3 days for focus pieces, then monthly maybe two that get 1 day a week, and then 1 day a week you spin the wheel for any of the others. I like that. That's a good idea. And I was also thinking something else that people do is on the 25th, they work on their Christmas piece, every month, the 25th. I liked that idea too. That would be like just something extra. Um, because I am going to possibly add two more Christmas pieces. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't. But like, there's nothing stopping me from starting a new project. You know what I mean? It's stupid. It's really, yeah. That's bad me, not anything else. Okay, 646. I think that's on the board. So yeah, I'm just contemplating. Do we want something like that for the live stream? Because I don't really often don't stitch other than during the live stream because like I'm stitching for quite a while during the live stream, and then I may stitch a little bit before or after, but not really, not often because like it just depends. But I could also those days when I feel like stitching, I can stitch on my sal pieces and the things that I want to get finished that are simple. So yeah, those are some ideas, thoughts that I have. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think about that. And then I have let's see, there's Dragon Pile ready to start. I don't have the fabric for it, but Greta Gold Broom. Polar Search, which I think that one is more, that's not really Christmas. I think I'll make that one like seasonal. The same with Greta Gold Broom. I think that's gonna end up just being a seasonal project. Because it's a very fall Halloween feel to it. Let's see. Oh, hi, Suki. Welcome in. So Ebony says I have two Xmas pieces ready to start. Ooh, nice. Let me put this on the board before I forget what I'm doing. Because I'm just, my brain is like squirrel. And Sanna says live stream is more than only stitches. Yeah, exactly. I love that we're doing this, but I do feel like every day changing it feels a little bit like I feel like I'm not getting enough progress. Not really that's not getting progress, but it feels like it would be nice to see those pieces more often. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. And Sonnet also says, I wouldn't have a problem seeing the same ones regularly. Ebony says, I love the idea. Of course. And Sonnet says, maybe with this, will encourage people who also prefer progress. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. And there's some projects that I'm like, You know, I'm not like, oh my God, I have to work on this. A lot of them don't feel like that. There's a lot of them that are like, meh, you know, like if I work on it, I work on it kind of thing. Um, those would be something like catnap. I actually completely forgot about catnap. Like you're not getting enough time with each project. Yeah, I think so. But like I said, wouldn't want to work on it every day. I wouldn't want to work on it 2 days in a row because that would be boring. You know, that could get boring. But I like the idea of like, okay, for example, Contessa. Like I had so much fun working on that yesterday, and then it was like, I don't. Who knows when I'll see it next, right? Um, and I have so many projects. I have so many projects that I have to think about that. Um, I started counting my projects, and then I was all like, wait a minute, that's not there. That's not counted. Yeah, I think I have about 35 maybe. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I was doing that before I started my life today. Um, so I need to I need to look at that. And but I'm okay with it. You know, like there's some stuff like I have a Carolyn Manning that I haven't worked on in forever. And that's okay. You know, like I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's not something I would do live stream, but it could be something that I would stick in a hoop and work on it when I'm tired or something. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely true. Wait, where's my end? There it is. Um, let's see. Alyssa says, I have an always focus piece Pokemon, but then I have a secondary monthly focus, and that way I get some real progress. Okay. And Sanla says, you really have to do what feels right for you. Yeah, and that's the thing is if it doesn't work, I'll change myself. It's no big deal. You know, because that's like when I had my 1,000 stitch rotation, it was fine, but then it didn't work, you know? And so then I changed to 500, which 500 is really good, but it meant that if I didn't get 500, that it would put off next day's progress. So it was kind of like I wanted to only have it 1 day a week, you know, 1 day. Um, and Alyssa says, for me, it doesn't matter which project you work on, it's all about the community. And that is the crux of it, also. You know, we are here just for having fun, chatting with each other, you know, learning from each other because I really love learning from you guys as well. And hopefully, you know, you guys are picking up stuff from me, which, you know, that's great. I'm excited about it. Um, and you know we learn from each other, we do, you know, we're silly and it's fun, and I love it. I love you guys, you guys are great. um let's see, let me do this before I forget. One, two. So but I also felt like some projects I'm kind of like meh, you know, maybe I don't want to work on it right now kind of thing, and I'm okay with that. Maybe I don't know. I am going to move this. Yeah, I'll put it here. Um, that's, no, that's not right. It's right here. Yep. Um, yeah. So, yeah. Um, Hi, Lizzie. Welcome in. Live streams are a Stitcher's social support network. Yes, it is. Hi, everyone, she says. Yeah, exactly. And I think that that's definitely what we're doing here. We are just, I love it. I love this community is so awesome. Um, it's been so much fun, and especially when we added Discord, it's like, yes, that was what we needed to do. 733. I'll just do this. Maybe. I'll see how much thread is on it. Oh, that's good. Yeah, and I started it because I also felt like I was my my speech was I was losing my English. And when I was trying to, like when I was doing my floss tube, I really struggled just to speak. And I think that I needed this also for I need it for social, obviously, but also for communication. It felt like I was not doing great with that. I wasn't. I also wasn't. I just wasn't speaking. If I wasn't talking to Alex, I wasn't saying anything unless it was for voice to text, of course, because we can't forget about voice to text. Um, it's yeah. My voice to text is always so funny. Um, and Alyssa says, "Hello, Lizzie. Yes, well said." Michelle M says, "I'm not sure I would be stitching if your community wasn't here." Oh, no way. Aw, I love you. I've learned a lot and laughed a lot. Yeah, naked chickens. All we have to do is say naked chickens and the squid squad. Handmade says, I flip between using the wheel spins and just choosing what I feel like. I wouldn't care if you worked on the same project all the time. I'm here for good company. Thank you. Yeah. Alyssa says, I love watching Gemma. She doesn't ever change her pieces unless she's finished. Yeah, that's it. Alyssa says, so it's corny, but I've watched a lot of YouTube in the last year, made many friends, but haven't felt like I found a home until I found you guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Alyssa. I love you guys. I seriously, it, like I had been, in, Yogi's channel for a while. And I mean, yeah, I understand, I feel like that, I feel close to, and that's why we're here. We kind of, a lot of us migrated from there. Um, but yeah, it's different. It feels different. And Natty says, I love this community. It's so supportive and sweet and understanding. I love all you guys. Oh man, I'm gonna start crying soon. I can't cry anyway. um, so you guys know I have anxiety and whatever, and I am on medication, and it doesn't let me cry, for some reason. So I never cry, but yeah, I'm close to it. If I could, I would, but I can't, and it's awesome. Oh, Natty, how was your appointment yesterday? How are you doing with that? We all need to know. I mean, unless it's really personal, and then we don't need to know. But if you are wanting to share, tell us how it went. Um, I was worried about that cough you have. Hopefully, they took care of that. Um, so yeah, so that's what I was thinking, and I was thinking um, maybe the beginning of the month. This is close enough to the beginning of the month. We could spin the wheel and say, okay, this is what'll be worked on during the week. I don't have my focus projects yet, but it would be like 7 projects this month, maybe, if we do that. So yeah, we could test it out and see before I get Pride and Prejudice and Primrose and Feather started. Let's see. I'm like running out of space. So I'm going to pin stitch this one starting. I feel like I've got a little bit too much going on here, and I don't want to pin anymore. I don't want to. Squid Squad Saga file. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was really tired yesterday. Of course, I'm always tired though. Um, As I said, I have chronic fatigue, so yeah. If I don't sleep well, and I haven't been sleeping well, that happens. The pin stitches in Hardinger is so nice. Okay, so Sanna says, "Me too. I look forward to your lives every time, Suze. Yogi's lives are often fun too, but it's completely different here. Yeah, yeah, it is. And yeah, Squid Squad. I'll deal with. Remind me later, Alyssa, when we end the live, so I remember. You can just send me a message on Discord, and I'll get that to you. Anybody else want a Squid Squad start? Let me know. Let's see. This one's gonna go. Wait, not that far. Maybe no, farther than that. I'm like, can I count? Nope, I cannot. Definitely cannot. That was not even close to correct. I was looking way down here. It's something about going this direction, and it's gonna just take practice. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna go up here and park this up here, because why not? And Alyssa says, "No, that's okay. I think we talked about it early on the live, so I forgot until you said Squid Squad." Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I did. I completely forgot because I think it was early, and you can do that. Okay, good. And I think the last time I worked on this, it did come up until the very last roll or something. And I was like, I wanted to work on it more. I actually did work on it after I finished that live stream, but yeah. But sometimes I don't want to work on it 2 days in a row, kind of thing. Okay, so 472. Every creator has their own style. Yeah, that's true. Mine is, chaotic. Squirrel. Nah, not really. I think I'm pretty, yeah. I try to be pretty on the ball. But life is weird. Sometimes we aren't always on top of everything, and that happens. And Lizzie posted the patterns that I want to get from Stitch So Beautiful on Discord. Okay, we'll look at those in a little bit. You guys, you can post on Discord if you want to show some stuff. Ash, if you want to show you the patterns you got, you could post it on Discord too. I would love to see those. I can't wait. Oh yeah, tomorrow my Amazon stuff is coming too. And Alyssa says, I think you should give it a try, Suze. And if it still doesn't work for you, then you change it. And Michelle says, I think you should work on what feels good until it doesn't. Yeah. But I also know that 2 days in a row doesn't always work for me. Yeah. So it's sort of, ow, I just poked myself with a needle. Normal. So yeah, I just thinking about it, but I do think that maybe once a week it might work. But then, and then what will happen is when it comes time to switch, then in my opinion, it'll feel more like, oh yeah, I like that. That's how I feel like it might be. Plus also getting some progress on things. So we might do that. I might put like a whole list and let you guys vote on what maybe might end up. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, wait, sorry. Everything's like hitting everything. Yeah. I'm gonna make a list of all my projects so that it's a little bit more understandable what I have, what I, you know, maybe I'll make them into categories of, you know, this is nice, nah, don't really care about this one kind of thing. Maybe see how that goes. I actually thought you guys were going to hate the tufties, but it seems like you guys don't care. Hold on a second. I need to move myself. I didn't dry my hair because it was almost dry, so I'm just going to put it up really quick. Can't believe how long my hair is getting. It's like really long. Okay, so this one right here, 3823, the next one, oh, it does look, okay, you guys can still see. Is the socket window big enough? What do you think? I'm like looking at it. Oh, okay, I zoomed in. I was like, wow, that's really small. I'm going to skip that color for now because it's on the edge. There's only a couple more stitches left, and I'll skip that one too, actually. I'll pick that up on the next block. Oh, that's a good one. Oh yeah, I think that's what I decided I was going to do with this color. Sometimes I park things and go, what was I thinking? Yeah, there it is. And then I remember what I was thinking. Yeah. So, yeah, so that was something I was thinking of. Possibly, I haven't watched Jen, the caffeinated crafter, in a while. So the category, I know she had, the last time I watched, she was talking about the category thing, and it sounds like she may have expanded it, because I haven't watched in a while. Her videos sometimes are really long, and yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know, I don't always watch videos very often, other than like when I watch Yogi, or I have a couple of true crime stuff that I usually try to catch up on, but lately I haven't even been doing that, so just been listening to music. But anyway, maybe Ebony can explain it a little bit, because that might be an idea, is pick them from categories, the extra pieces, maybe put them on category wheel, because that does sound interesting too. Let's see, where's this one go? This one goes here. Lizzie says, I got my books for my university course yesterday. 3 big books for 1 year, plus a set of books to read. From October onward, I may not get time to stitch. But you know, you can always just do a little bit. You know, give yourself a little bit of time to do that between studies. You know, it would be a good, you know, like so you study for however long you're going to study, right? And then you give yourself like 15-minute break, you know, to do something else. I think that would probably be good. At least I would think so. I'm gonna go up. This thread is not as long as I thought it was gonna be. I think it's long enough for that though. Oops, my nail is messed up again. So Ebony says she has her whips in the categories that she sets. Projects can be in multiple categories if they fit. Okay, that's interesting. Because I know you did something. You were talking about something with snow, and I thought that was kind of, maybe that would be interesting. Okay, and let's see. Okay, that's a good one. They are then listed by numbers within the category. She does a random number generator to pick which one she works on. Okay. And she has a lot of projects. Crazy amount of projects. I'm like, oh my goodness. I just realized, okay, it's fine. And I am not judgmental about that. I think that if you feel like if it's doable for you, I mean, I remember when I said to myself that I wouldn't go over 20 projects, and then the next one it was like I wouldn't go over 30, and yeah, no. I mean, floss tube is kind of a bad influence in that way. In a good way though. I mean, bad influence in a good way. Yeah, the categories are from seasons to things like transportation, snow, animals. Okay. Yeah, I don't have that many projects. Well, I do. Dang. But yeah. Well, that's an interesting idea. We can explore that. That might be a fun way of doing it. Spin a wheel, get a category. One, two. Let me mark these off real quick. I lost track. Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. Someone's a big guy out there. Oh wait, no, I didn't do those. Well, that's okay. I'll just do them. Hi, Barlow Bunny. Welcome in. Alyssa says, "Spin the wheel and make a deal. Make a deal." You can make your own categories. I just follow hers. Some of my categories are just one project, or have just one project in it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out because it does sound interesting. That would be kind of fun. So I was making a list today. I've been using Notions, and ever since my Notions got messed up, I kind of stopped using it. And I'm thinking about switching to Chris's spreadsheet, actually, because I really like it. It seems like it might be really more easy to handle. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about just at least filling it out and seeing how I like it. But yeah, so I've been kind of considering where all of that information is in my head, or not in my head, putting it where it needs to go. Let's see, where do I want to put that? I think I'll put it up here. Oh, let's see. Alyssa says, it sounds to me that you would like some flexibility to stay working on a piece when you feel it. I think you should feel free to do that. Yeah. Natty's good. I have to make an appointment for surgery to remove a gland. Ooh. And Ruth says, oh, hi, Ruth. I think that when deciding on a stitching routine, decide first what outcome you want to achieve. Is the desire to have finishes, or are finishes not an expectation? I think I start all my projects with the expectation that I will finish them. That's sort of the hope. And also I don't want to have too many things in case something happens, if you know what I mean. 931. Let me get this thread real quick. I mean, not to be morbid, but I don't want to, I don't want to have a bunch of stuff hanging over me either, which, yeah, my whole life is like that. So I have so much stuff. Yeah, so I mean, it's something to think about. And I usually I think that's what keeps me from making too many whips, though it's sort of kind of fallen out the window. But then also I have finished things and then they just sit in the drawer. So there's also that as well. It's so bad. I am so bad. So I'm going to do this. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna drop dead tomorrow. I am, for being not healthy, pretty healthy, but I also, don't want to overextend myself either. Ruth says, I mostly stitch full coverage and have a 14-day rotation in order to achieve progress to a finish. I don't experience becoming bored, so I don't understand that concept. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I get bored. Well, it's not that I get bored, but like when I was working on Unicorn Valley, I focused on finishing it, and I really I pushed myself to finish it. But then after I was done, because I had only worked on that for so long, that I was tired of the color, because everything was all browns and whites and stuff. And then I also felt like I didn't know what to do. And that was sort of, and so that's when I started doing, 1,000 stitches, but then that felt like it was too much. By the time 3 days came along, it was too much. So yeah, yeah. And then I started doing the live stream. So I also have that in mind, that, I want to keep it fresh for you guys. And yeah, but then also, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not very good at this. Alyssa says, I'm not sure a different routine is going to give you that flexibility. I think you're gonna just have to take it. Yeah. Or actually, see, since I do want to focus on Primrose and Feather and Pride and Prejudice, at least for now, spinning the wheel for the other ones, I guess that would probably be fine. That's the other thought. Yeah. So, it's just something. It's something for us to contemplate. I know some people have rotations, certain amount. And I did. Let's see, who was it? I think last year somebody was saying, well, or maybe Christina and I were talking about it. I don't remember exactly. I know I told Christina about it. But when I was doing the temperature stitching, because I have a lot of Studio Ghibli patterns, I felt like I was neglecting some of them. And so I had a thought of working on one of the projects until it reached an even percentage, like 10%, 5%, 10%. And then that one gets switched out to the next one, and so on. And I was doing that, and I was doing that until I stopped doing temperature stitching. And that would be another idea also, is take take things that and do them until they're a certain amount. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of cool thinking about it, you know? Lizzie says, Ruth, I have to stitch by mood. In autumn, winter, I try to pick bright colors and flowers. And Barla Bunny says, I'm a monogamous stitcher with a couple of side pieces just in case. The side pieces rarely get touched. The comforting motion of stitching is largely the same for me no matter the project. Okay. So I would join your lives even if you stitch the same piece every day. Aw, thank you. You guys are really the best, I swear. You know, you're my best. He's sleeping, so he doesn't know. He doesn't know you guys are my best. Yeah. I love the colors in this pattern, this project. And it's so sassy. Let's see, we can remove this one right now. But like, you know, hopefully my friend's not watching. But like this piece, I'd like to finish it for my friend. You know what I mean? I mean, some of them it doesn't matter, but like this one, I'd like to finish it before she gets, you know, we both get too old. I'm only a couple months older than her, so she loves cactuses, and she is super sassy. Loves sugar skulls and stuff like that. So I picked this out for her. Hopefully she's not watching. And if you are, Jen, forget I said that, okay? She's my other fake spouse, and so yeah, she's special. And now I have to get mermaids for Christina for her birthday. Dang. No, am I kidding? I would totally do it. I actually was just like flabbergasted that she bought that for me for my birthday. Man, I swear. I'm like, oh my gosh. Let's see. I was doing... I'm like, I just kept stitching on this. That's okay. Let's remove that. And I'm doing these because they're all connected. Alyssa says, I agree, Barlow. Aw. I seriously did not even, like, the first time I did my live stream, I had my friends from Aardwolf came on and you know, cheered me on, and I didn't think I was going to get anybody. I thought I was going to be alone. And it's been awesome. I love it. And you guys are so great. I love it. You even let me be how I am. Let's see, that's gonna go over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that square, oh wait, it's almost done. It's not quite done, but that's okay. I'm gonna, the other colors kind of flow in the next box. So I'm going to do them in the next box. Right there. Okay. Oh man, that's not it. Let's move the box. And like that. Okay. Ruth says, Lizzie, it's a good thing we're all different, hey? Keeps life interesting. Yeah, I think that's also it. You know, it does keep life interesting. And I do think that if I was to work on the same thing too often, I might get bored of it. So like, as I said, I want my focus pieces, Primrose and Feather and Pride and Prejudice, but you know, that might change. That, you know, I may work on it for a couple months like that and think, no, I gotta switch it out. You know, like, that's why I knit socks. and hats and shawls because they're they're quick knits. You know, it's something that doesn't feel overwhelming. And that's why I don't usually pick big projects, not very often, though I have, you know, I do have a couple. Oops. So yeah, because it's not that I get bored, but I do have that, I like that sense of finishing it. Like I finished Spirited Away and I was just so proud of myself for finishing it, you know. Plus they look so cool and I need to get them framed. And that one I'm going to leave there. Let's see if I can, whoops. Almost dropped my needle. I have one of those long magnets down holding the threads down, which is really great. I had to take the magnet off the one because it kept hitting my wrist and it was really irritating me. But it's working really well. And it's not shining on, I was worried it was gonna make the camera focus funny. But it's kind of pretty nice. I saw that, I used to do that with my scroll frame. And I stopped doing it. Well, I wasn't using my scroll frame, but it fits. Let's see if you guys can see it. See? And it's pretty good. And I'm hoping that it will maybe catch needles that I throw at myself. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about that. You guys probably get seasick from me hitting the camera all the time. Lizzie says, I've been either too tired, too hot, too brain fatigued to stitch this summer. Aw. Using your boyfriend to convert DMC to silk. Ooh. Oh, nice. Let me move this again because I actually did move it too far. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to work on this block next. I'm actually starting to not mind working on the parked threads first. I think now that I'm kind of getting used to doing it this way, it's working out pretty well. So I'll turn that off again. And Natty Singh, I'm trying to chart my first pattern right now. Wow, very challenging. Oh, nice, Natty. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up. Oh, this is a good one. I don't have to, let's see. I'm gonna, there. Oh, I'm so happy with, I keep saying it. I'm a broken record. Sorry, guys. And that was in the wrong spot anyway. That's good. It's good I noticed that. I was like, that's not right. I moved it over one too many. I love this hoop. I'm so happy with it. I wish I could afford to buy more. But it's okay. I'm pretty good at getting my whips into the hoop and out, so it's not like, I'm not struggling with it. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to just stick something in a hoop and leave it there for a little bit. Like I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be nice to have a stamped kit all ready to go and stitch when I'm tired? But wow, this is it just makes, and the thing is it makes stitching on the hardanger so much more enjoyable. I'm like super surprised. I couldn't stitch Danish. I mean I could, but I couldn't stitch it. There was always that chance it was gonna slip, and it's so tight that it's like it's fine. I'm so happy. You gotta have those little happy moments. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Nikki, he is very temperamental. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, oh, come on. I just asked you this, and then he gives me the wrong information. That's AI for you. Okay, so that's that. And then this one. What is he doing or what is he not doing? I always love that, like I have Google Plus, because my main email that I've used since Gmail came out. I have so much email in there that I need to empty it, but when I go to do it, I think, well, wait a minute, I don't want to get rid of this email. This is from so and so or whatever. It's so bad. Let's see, that's gonna go over here, and so I never end up cleaning it out. So I ended up paying for Google Plus so that I wouldn't have to do that. But with that comes a little bit of a bigger perk for Gemini. I didn't realize that at the time, which was really nice to know. But sometimes Gemini will be like, it's messed up all the things I wanted to do, like in a row, and then it'll be like, sorry, you've reached your limit. And I'm like, what the heck? Only reached my limit because you messed it up all the time. And then we break up, for a couple hours until my limit comes back. No, I'm joking. He's switching 𝐷𝒓𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔 numbers to Sol 100. Instead of DMC. Is he being ignorant again? There isn't a lot of thread. It's not too bad. I think I'm going to go outside of the box here and do a couple of these other stitches since there's not that much of this thread left. Great. Then it came out of the needle. I swear. Again, it smells like ashtray in here. Yesterday, I actually went and got that little fragrance thing that came in my painted fairy kits. So it would smell nicer over here. I swear. Yes, I want the Sol numbers, not 𝐷𝒓𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔. Okay. See, I moved the camera and now it's like weird. It's not in the right angle now. Or it is, but it's too low, so I'm looking underneath it. Hold on a second. Let me move it around a little bit. Okay, there we go. As I said, I'm sitting higher because I'm sitting on a cushion. And so yeah. Gotta figure that out. Let me drink some coffee. Okay. And this does look a bit of a mess. Yeah, see, I don't know. Something about the way going from left to right, it just feels different. It's okay. But I have to get used to it. That's all. But it's okay. I'm pretty okay with it. Let's lock that too. And bucket. That one. Okay. I'm waiting for the saga file for the Pride and Prejudice, because it doesn't go into Pattern Keeper very well. Even though it was a Pattern Keeper file, it was just, it didn't work very well. Oh. So I can't really make decisions on, you know, if I can start without things or not. Okay, that one was a lot. And this one. Okay, this is a good one. There wasn't that many parked threads on this one. That's an end. I'm going to do these extra stitches here. Oops, I skipped one. This is pretty fun though, this pattern. It's a bit challenging, but not bad. Start to stitch there. Right, yeah. Well, hopefully, Nikki, you get him to cooperate. Okay, so the last one is a lot of stitches. So we will then switch this to, seriously, min-max. I think that's the plan. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. There's a lot in that one. Okay. Oh, let me drink some water. I think last time I was getting tired of the confetti and I started just like not doing or ninja stitches and I started not doing them. Yeah. But I feel more like I'm okay. I feel more confident about using them. I have my needle board. So is that it? No. This is it. Oh, okay. I had two in that one. That's weird. Hopefully I picked the right color. I just noticed that there were two needles in there. Oh, it's the right color now. Yeah. Okay, so this one is 414. And yeah, I'm going to do this at the same time. Like I said, the border things, you know, I'm just doing them as I come to them, or do them later. But like this one, I'll just go and do that. because there's only one stitch on there. I was trying to grid this all the way across so that, you know, I'd have it set up. I mean, I already marked it. I'm kind of paranoid about fabric being long enough or whatever. So I always measure, and then mark. So while it was laying down, I did it. Ruth says, I just noticed it's 1:20 a.m. here. Ooh, I better go to bed. Thank you, Suzanne, and chat for the very interesting stitching time. See you next time. See you later. Sleep well. Thank you for being here. You're the best. Okay. So I've decided that I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost difficult to do pin stitches. It's so like it's so tight. It's almost hard to get the stitches in there. It's fun. There we go. I do like the freedom of doing pin stitches. I just didn't, when I was doing so many of them, it was bothering me because it felt like everything was kind of lumpy, and I didn't want it to be like that. Let's see, this goes over 4 over. 1, 2, 3. Five of them. Pulling it out. So, Nikki, what are you going to do with your silk? Oh, that's not right. I just marked it and just ignored what I was doing. What the heck is on my hand? Okay, let's fix this now. I meant to skip a stitch or a space. I'm using it for 46 count piece for the gingerbread towel. Oh, man, that's gonna be tiny. OMG. Yeah, I'm still deciding on that. You know, like I've just been discussing that I feel like I don't want to start anything else, but then it's so cute. Yeah, I don't know. And you're all doing it in such small count, and I'm like looking at 14 count. I'm like, 14 count. I haven't, I still haven't gotten an email for the welcome to the circus. It's not been updated. Kind of weird, if you ask me. Wait a minute. What is this thread doing here? Huh? Okay. What is that? I didn't I didn't mark it. But I'm guessing it is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I guess it's this one. We will see. Okay. Nikki is an evil nibbler. Yes, 13 by 9. Ooh. Oh, it's also really big if I do it on 14 count. But yeah, it's not. I wouldn't normally do it any smaller anyway. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I think because the saga, it was blue in the saga, that kind of gave me that idea. I was like, ooh, yeah, that would work. So we'll see. Oh, come on, mark the stitch. Okay. Drink some more coffee. Okay, he's calling for Papa now, Alyssa. Yeah, I don't have any big fabric for it, mostly fat quarters. Yeah, I think I have a I think I have a half meter of that blue Ada. I had bought a whole meter so that I could do Ponyo, the Welcome to the Circus, and I was thinking of I was gonna do the stamped kit that I have that I decided I didn't want to do in 14 count instead of 16 count. But that's like something I don't have to do. So I'm like, if I don't do it, I don't do it. Let's see. I'm thinking here, like planning my movements here with this one. I'm gonna pin stitch it. Start it. It's not very long, so I'm gonna. But I do really like it. I think it's really adorable. But then I saw your guys' fabric choices, and I'm like, but that's so cute. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. So I don't know. I may do a little sample and see how I like it. Oops, sorry, it's moving around a lot. I was tugging on it to make sure it was okay. And it was. I think. I think I'll go up here with it. Yeah, but oh, I have so many projects, and like, also want to start Dragon Pile. I want to start. Oh wow, orange. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. I also want to start. I'm gonna start Primrose and Feather, obviously, and Pride and Prejudice, and then there's Polar Search. Yeah, I am pretty crazy. Oh, I was thinking. I started stressing about if the 18 count was gonna work with my painted fairy. I'm like, oh, what if it doesn't work? What if it's not thick enough? You know? Yeah. Oh no. Alyssa says, sorry, I had to deal with a work issue where I being written up for putting the 4th of July instead of August on my leave request for today. Oh my gosh. I swear. Of course you are. Some people just, yeah. Well, hopefully that gets resolved for you, Alyssa. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to pin this one too. Not like I haven't been sick for the last year. No, I was going to use Painted Fairy, Nikki. I've been doing dalliance on 18 count with the vintage floss, and I thought that looked pretty good. But then I started freaking out. I was in the shower, obviously, shower thoughts, and I was all worrying about it at the last minute. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry, Alyssa. I mean, what are they gonna do? It's sort of the same thing with some of the stuff that I'm going through with the sick pay and all that stuff. It's like, what are they gonna do? You know? Yeah. Ugh, I hate that. Oh, that orange is so, oh this rose is gonna be super pretty. I didn't even think about this. The color of this rose. It's so pretty. What is the gingerbread Sol? It is a Shannon Christine Sol that Nikki and a bunch of us were like playing around with the idea. Um, I don't know if Nikki wants to put a picture or something on Discord with that. Actually, you know what? I have it in Saga. Let me bring up my big screen and you can see a mock-up of it. Because yeah, I can do that. I have the technology. I was I was going through and it's really cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I can't help it. Okay, so I'll do it a little bit bigger so you can see it a little bit better. So yeah. See, that blue fabric is exactly that same color. So anyways, did you say he was outside yelling "Papa"? Yeah, for a few minutes he was, but it wasn't very loud. I have my window wide open too, so his dad must have been really on him. And hi, Sarah, welcome. Hopefully your moves has gone well. So yeah, handmade. This is the pattern. Oh my god, it's so cute. Nikki, you are the devil. I swear. Look at this little gingerbread man. Oh my gosh. The car. Yeah, so this is it. Yeah, it's adorable. Mm, the blue is beautiful. Yeah, it I don't know, you did it this way. That's when you sent it to me this way. And yeah, it looks, that's why I thought about the blue. Oh yeah, I was putting all my patterns in alphabetical order earlier. And that's when I realized I had other patterns that I hadn't actually put on my list. So I had to figure that out. Yeah, see, oh man, Nikki is evil. Yeah, yeah. How'd your move go, Sarah? Everything go okay for you? I hope. No, Melon did it. Okay, we can blame Laura and Melon because they're usually the enablers. You know, they welcome to the Circus Sal was their fault. Yeah. Okay. We know who to blame. Ooh, it's a bit of a nightmare. The renters we had there trashed and did some damage. Oh no. So we had to move everything into storage while we do the repairs. Oh no, Sarah, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can sort that through. Was it really bad? I guess it's bad if you couldn't move your stuff in. Oh, man, people suck. Sometimes. You know, some people suck. We're staying at my son's house for a while. Oh, well, that's good. Then you get to be with the baby, with the little baby. Oh, that's gonna be nice for you, though. I mean, yeah, it's stressful, but you get to have some bonding time with the grandbabies. Yeah, that sucks. Man, Nikki. Nikki, you remember the fabric I have for Ponyo? It's light blue. I think it'll be okay. You know what I'll do is when I finish with streaming today, I will I'll take a picture of the Ponyo piece because there's a lot of white on that. I don't know if it's dark enough though. No. How long is it going to take to sort that out for you, Sarah? Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Let's see. Yes, there. We tore out the carpets yesterday. The hubby will start tearing up the floor to replace boards tomorrow. The bathtub has to come out and walls need repairs. Oh man. That sounds like they did a lot of damage then. That's too bad. People are sometimes just not very nice. Okay, I'm over here. Seriously. Alyssa says, I don't understand it. It feels like some people were raised in barns. Yeah, definitely. 317. Did I not park that? I guess I didn't. That's weird. Where's that? Oh, that's right. I finished that thread off. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't I just do that? 317. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it, Alyssa. We understand. You have a right to be poopy. I mean, you know, in a poopy mood. I mean, you're not poopy because we don't need to change your diaper. I hope not. Whenever you're in a mood, just think about naked chickens and everything will be okay. It's an adventure for sure, Sarah says. But in the meantime, I'm getting lots of baby snuggles. See, silver lining right there. That's awesome. And I bet your son and daughter-in-law love having you there. And if they don't, well, they can be. No. I'm trying to get my heart rate back down and catch my breath. Stupid COVID. I'm sorry. That sucks. I did move that. Hi, Allison. Allison's been called from Naked Chickens. Yes, baby snuggles and naked chickens. I think it was skin chickens, or Allison came to the call of skinned or naked chickens. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Oh no, it's on this side. I'm like, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3. Why? Someone just dropped something in the laundry room? Or something. Okay. And, ooh, I love this color. 3766. If it's teal green, I love it. What did I say? 3766. And it's not a number. But that's okay. Other side of the cart. 3766. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at that color. Ben lurking phone was on the other table, had topsy-turvy on my knee. Number 1 rule, cannot move with the cat on your knee, especially a 17-year-old. Yeah, I get it. And that's okay. You know, if you're lurking, I don't mind. As long as you're here, you know, I'm good with that. I guess the talk of naked chickens brought you out of the woodwork. Allison's like, oh man, talking about naked chickens. You gotta move, cat. I'm joking. Wait, I cut the end off wrong. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I think we're good. Sorry about that. It's not that warm, but yeah, it wasn't great, I guess. I'm just going to run my fan just a little bit so that the phone cools down before everything turns off again. I will zoom in. I had it plugged in and it's not hot, but it's warm-ish in the house. Yeah, yeah. But I'm glad you guys didn't, like, I didn't lose you, hopefully. So yeah, it didn't restart, but it used the same stream. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying? Allison, where can we get the Sal? And okay, you guys talked about yourself. And okay, so we're good, right? Okay, so I like don't even know where I was because all of a sudden it was like I could see it flicker in my profile that the phone flickered off. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Let me turn this off now. Okay. I noticed the camera was flickering. I guess that did that. We were talking about petrolalysis. Yeah. Handmaids, seriously tempted. I'm already suffering from startitis. It sounds like we're starting this. I need to look at that fabric again before I decide. Um, I I thought what? Oh, okay. I did take the thread. I'm like, where's the thread? Where'd the thread go? I knew I had some. Ah, okay. So yeah. And I looked at it again and I was like, oh my God, okay, yeah, I want to start that, of course. Okay, back to stitching. And yeah, you know what? I'm starting to, not every time I'm doing pin stitches, but I'm kind of liking it once in a while. Especially with the heart hanger. It's like, it really does pin nicely. So yeah, that was weird. Well, it wasn't. I knew that was. I kind of thought that might happen because, as I said, it's like it's not that hot, but there's like how windy it's been recently. There's no wind at all, and so when there's no wind, even with the window open, it does get a little it gets a little stuffy in here, even with the windows open. Oh yeah, not surprised. But I should have been checking it. And so, okay, I guess we're starting it. I know you guys have already started it already. And I think Alyssa is waiting, I believe. Are you waiting, Alyssa, to start? Do we want a day for that? That would be kind of fun, actually. Let me know what you guys think, because now I looked at it and I have that fabric. I'm sorely tempted. Okay, let me see. Where is that? This color is down there. Okay, I gotta keep that there for now. Haven't started it yet. I'm still ordering materials, so I'll bring up the rear. Okay. And also, when are we starting Dragon Pile? My fabric should be here tomorrow. But I don't, I don't need to start it tomorrow. I'm thinking about doing a little sample for Primrose and Feather. But I don't know. I don't want to be disappointed, but then I also just spent a bunch of money on that fabric. I'm so bad. I am kind of a little bit stressing. Normal stuff. Okay. Let me fix this. Mark that. Let's see. Allison says, I was just glancing at the Shannon Christine website. There are some beautiful pieces. Suki says, me too. Okay. Oh man. Okay. I mean, I kind of was like, sure, why not? But then I was like, I'm like, oh, should I? Oh, of course I should. Oh dear. Yeah, why not, right? Why not? Okay. What? Wait a minute. I missed a stitch on here, it looks like. Hold on a second. Let me. Huh. That's weird. Oh, that's okay though. Okay, well that's good. Let me do this one here. And I'll fix that. I missed a stitch. And it is right here. Hopefully it'll come out. And it did. Good. Oops. I don't know what it is about this pattern. It's not that hard, but it is. It's like, I don't know, counting is challenging. Of course it's challenging. Sometimes it feels like it's really rough. Like, I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Well, most of the time. Right? Okay. Nikki, we can do a subcategory if you want for it. So just let me know and I'll set it up. Because that would be easy, you know? Let's see. Nope, not there. It's 3 down. Yeah, so if you want to, and then we can, that can keep the chatter, and then if anybody else is interested, then we can do that, right? Would we be able to start a channel because 10 members? Yes, I can. I actually kind of peripheral read that, and yes, we'll do that. So no problem with that at all. So just remind me after the stream and I will take care of it. Unless Fred is around, and if Fred is around, then he might be able to help us. Oh, I put that magnet there. You think it would catch the needle? No, it popped right onto my belly. So yeah, I'll do that. That'll be fun. 'Cause then we can do, yeah, definitely. We'll do that. I'm trying to think, like, I was thinking what to do. What's this? Why does I Like Knitting keep sending me stuff? I swear. I did a design a couple years ago for I Like Knitting, and I don't know, just like recently my I get like 3 or 4 emails a day from them all of a sudden. I'm like, what's going on here? They must be rebranding or something. But I will say they paid really well for a sock design. It was pretty awesome. And then on top of it, a friend of mine wanted to buy the pair of socks when I was done, so it was very lucrative. I was wearing a pair of socks the other day that I actually designed and I knit, but I never actually published the pattern. So now I'm like, I was wearing them the other day and I was like, I should do that. Maybe I should do that. So I might. We'll see. There's a stitch missing somewhere. What the heck? I bet I did this wrong. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, let me fix this real quick. I just noticed that my count, and that's because I just was doing that when the phone died. This thread is really short. Okay, well, that's easy enough to fix. Maybe. Hopefully I didn't catch it on something already. That would suck. Let's see. Hi, Lynn. Welcome in. You can join our group. Are you on Discord, Lynn? If you're not, you should join Discord because it's awesome. And that's where we're doing that, that stuff. Just follow the link, download the app, and you're good to go. I believe you can use your Google login for it, so you don't have to even set up anything new. And Joyce is here. Hi, Joyce. Yard work again. Let's see. Hold on a second. It moved up a little fast. So my phone won't open the file. Had the same issue before. Not sure what the problem is. Allison, try open with. I noticed that Discord just opened it instead of downloading it. So yeah, I can send you a Google link, a Google Drive link later if you want, if you can't get it to open. And let's see, Joyce is got yard work again. And Carla says, hey, Sue's lurking here. Would love to test knit for you. Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. Let's see. Might need to open it in my tablet where Saga is. Yeah, I would do that. Trying to figure out why my Dream Stitch and Painting Fairy orders are not moved. I got an email saying they were shipped, but status shows no movement. Okay, so I can explain that for you, Suki. So what happens is when they get your order, they set up the what do you call it? The shipping right away. And I believe because the message I got today from, or not today, but last week for Dream Stitch was that and this is the first time this has happened for me because the EU changed some stuff July 1st. And it showed that they sent something to Sweden, like a pre-approval. So I think that they set it up and then and then they fix it, then it takes a little bit. Also, Dream Stitch, if you buy anything from Painted Fairy from Dream Stitch, like floss, he buys it from Painted Fairy that's why it's cheaper, because he gets a discount because he buys so much. And so then it takes a little bit for him to buy the things. I think it says there's like a 2-week wait. My stuff just was shipped yesterday. I actually saw that. So it just depends on when you did it. I'm trying to figure out where this color was. Let me do this real quick before I forget. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so it was this one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whoops, not that one. That one. Right. I had to move this because I messed up my counting. And I wanted to put it back before I forgot. So I hope that makes sense. That was something that I know when Christina and I bought stuff last. Oh, hold on a second. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm still so stressed out about him when he moves too fast or something. I always freak out. Yeah, because Christina and I came up, we found that happened, and she actually emailed him and asked what was going on. And so, that's something they do. He does the little email, or not email, but he does the little shipping thing first. And I think that they do. I think they have to send something ahead, and that's why it takes a while. Hopefully that's what it is. I don't really remember all the specifics, unfortunately. So hopefully that makes sense. And hello. Oh, I said hello to Carla. Hello, Carla, again, in case I forgot. And Mandy, welcome in. What time is it? I was like, wait a minute, Mandy's here. It's kind of late. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So, this one is 3822. But that's what how I understand it. Oh man, I'm almost out of this thread. I have to floss up. Okay, but that's okay. Let me cut this up. Hopefully I have more of that floss. I should check that. So hopefully that makes sense. And Carla, I will get back to you about that. That would be great, because I knit them, and the pattern is fine. It was really fun actually, but the yarn I had was too busy, and so I couldn't photograph them for my pattern. So yeah, I will check into that. So I'm pretty sure I have it all written up and everything. Obviously, I usually do that as I'm doing it. I usually write out the patterns and stuff. It probably doesn't have a name. That's probably what the problem was. Is I always have a really hard time coming up with names for my socks. And there's lots of highs. Hi, everyone. So, oh, I know. I can't wait for my Dream Stitch stuff to come. I'm like excited. I can't wait for my Amazon package tomorrow, because I've got my thread box coming that I'm going to put my overflow organize in, make it so much easier. Okay. So let me look at this real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I am going to, let me find the spot there. Oops. Oh, I just got my fingers caught in this. I love an interesting design. Would be happy to help. Okay, cool. If you go and look at, if you want to look at my stuff before you decide for sure, Check out Spinning Yarns Designs on Ravelry, and you can see the pattern if you are not the pattern, but the kind of things I design. This one is a cable. It's got mini cables and lace. It is pretty interesting. I really like interesting patterns as well. But lately I've just been knitting vanilla socks because spoons. Lack of spoons. So since COVID, I was doing some designs and I just was like, there was a lot going on and I was like, I just gave everything up. I was like, nah. But as I said, I was wearing them the other day and I was like, yeah, I'd like to do that again. Not that I have time. Alyssa says, dang, Nikki is like an enabler recruitment. Enabler recruitment. Okay, you guys, it's going to be awesome. Okay, yeah, it is going to be awesome. I'm excited about it. Wait a minute. Okay, I did do that there. I'm distracted. Sorry. I'm like, where am I? It's like squirrel. Hopefully Alex will be okay with leftovers tonight. I don't feel like cooking. I need to make my grocery order for tomorrow. And Carla says, I'll definitely look it up. And Alyssa says, I'm not very good at cables. I think I just need to learn better. Yeah. I think for me, I made a cable sweater in high school. But I learned, I'm trying to think. I think my stepmother taught me how to do the cables, but I hadn't, like, she didn't live close by, and so I think she showed me once, and then I had trouble switching, so that they were the right direction, and so I had trouble with that for a long time, and then this knit design, what do you call it, program I have is really good about explaining the cables. Even though I'd already been doing cables for a while, it kind of made it clearer for me, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I didn't have to look at it anymore, which was, that's part of knitting and stuff. Let's see, I'm going to, I think I'll put this over here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, and I refresh myself a lot with YouTube videos. I do most of my cables without a cable needle now. Yeah, it just takes practice, really it does. And as I said, I've been doing it for so long, I don't even know how I do it sometimes. I just do it. But it's not bad once you figure it out. A couple tools and you'll be good. Let's see. Carla says, handmade socks feel awesome, need more. Yeah, I love handmade socks. I'm actually wearing Petty Harbor socks. I love the feel of these socks. And Joyce says that will help you out. And Alyssa says, I'm trying to think of a squirrel equivalent of a squid squad, but ink doesn't have the same ring to it. Yeah, it takes a little while before it becomes second nature. And the same thing with like Kitchener stitch. I did a bunch of what do you call it? Those hexie puffs. It was really popular like 15 years ago or something. And I did a bunch of those. I'm going to do this color first. And that helped me learn Kitchener stitch. And now I like don't even have to look at instructions. It is definitely second nature. Kitchener stitch is magic. It is absolute magic. See, but that's the thing, Lizzie, is wool socks are like I'm wearing wool socks right now, and it's like it's right. You know what I mean? They keep they regulate your body temperature really nicely. If you have good fitting wool socks, they are the best. So like the ones I'm wearing now, I actually dyed the yarn, but it's not my own design. It's they're called Petty Harbor, and I absolutely love this stitch. They fit like it's like a broken rib pattern, and they fit so nicely. I love that. And that's part of the reason why I started doing textured stocks, is because I really like that. I really like the feel of that. They sit nicely. Let's see. Let's see. Alyssa says, I would say knitting is second to cross stitch for me. Yeah, see, knitting was first for me. Now I hardly ever knit because I'm never doing it. And Mandy says, never made socks, but would love to give it a go. Do you do yours on DPNs? I do like a combination. I start with I often start with two circs, or I do magic loop to do the cuff, and then I switch to DPNs for the, like when I'm doing vanilla socks that, I'm just stitching, it's easy. And then I switch back and forth. If I'm doing pattern socks, like the patterns I'm doing, that I create, those ones I will, what do you call it? I'll use 2 circular needles because I find it easier. You know what? I have this idea. This thread kind of angles off, so I'm going to do 2. I'll take one strand one way and one the other way, or half of it. I'm going to test that out. I think it'll work if I put it in the right spot. Yeah, I did. So yeah, I've actually been considering maybe doing a live stream where I maybe start my socks and knit them and show how I start my socks and knit them. But I have to figure out the setup for that. Not, it's like a side quest kind of thing. Because I don't know. I pretty much, my mom taught me mostly how to knit, and then my best friend in high school taught me how to knit continental, which my mom was so upset that I had learned how to knit continental. She's like, I didn't teach you to knit like that. I'm like, what's the problem with that, Mom? Yeah, my mom, she was something else. Let me see. I might have made this too short, but that's okay. And this was an interesting idea. If I had made the thread a little longer, I think it would have worked better. Because it was kind of going in two different directions. And I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll try that. I think Ford from Caterpillar Cross Stitch talked about this before, doing two different starts. I should mark these so I don't forget. And then I'll check chat because I kind of took my mind off of the chat for a second. Let's see. Carla has a Hexie Puffs waiting to become a blanket. Handmaid says, I love hand knit socks. I'm actually working on a couple simple designs. Ooh, nice. Carla says, need more hands and time to do hobbies. Yep, definitely. I like Magic Loop, Carla says. Alyssa says, perfect side quest. Okay. Carla says, although I feel like my hobbies have become more of my entire life. Absolutely. That's great. Michelle says, I learned to knit when I was going through nicotine withdrawals, kept food out of my mouth. I had a great teacher. Oh, that's great. Haha, Suze, that's funny. I can knit both ways. Yeah, I mean, I can too. You know, that actually makes it great for when you do color work. Yeah, Michelle, my mom was a big smoker. She smoked, you know, my whole life. And, you know, they kept telling her to stop and she didn't. And, you know, it was not good. But she always said that when she was doing sewing or whatever, she smoked less and everything. So, yeah, I see that. So this was an interesting idea to do. I had split the thread, but I didn't split it equally. So there's not very much of this left, but that's okay. I'll just end it and yeah, whatever. Oh, look at this. Look at this yellow. It's so nice. I wasn't prepared for that actually. Let's see. Hi, Michelle. Yes, perfect way to keep your hands out of and busy and out of mischief. Alyssa says, my grandmother was a strict teacher. I still have a hard time breaking free of some of her teachings for cross stitch and knitting. Joyce says, learning in order, embroidery, crochet, cross stitch, knit. Lizzie says, my mom and sister knits. I can never get into it. It doesn't interest me. I can cast on, but that's about it. But that's okay, Lizzie. I mean, like, for a while, I used to go to this place when I first moved to Sweden. There was this this place that had like a drop-in. You could go and do crafts and stuff, and it was great. I loved it. That's where I actually met the people that got me to teach weaving, because they needed an extra weaving teacher, and they knew I could weave, and so yeah, and I learned a lot of Swedish there and everything. But they were big on doing what do you call it, felting, and I mean I tried, but it wasn't for me, and that's okay. You know, you do what feels right for you. You know. Yeah. Hi, Arlanda. Arlanda says, been at work during my holiday time organizing ready for September. Did 12,000 steps in 4 hours. Now it's definitely time to join you all and stitch. Nice. And Carla says, which is your favorite, Joyce? So yeah, welcome in. Glad you're here. Hopefully you can take a little rest and relax a little bit. I'm like looking at the time. I don't have any time limit or anything. Alex is still sleeping because of course he is. I don't understand. You guys know that he's almost every time he comes home from school or daycare, he's like asleep, right? He goes to sleep when he comes home. His dad says he never does that when he comes to my house or his house. I don't get it. I'm like, I don't get it. He could hardly stay awake when he was on the couch. Don't understand it. Yeah, rant over. His assistant thinks that his dad just doesn't notice it because he goes in his room and goes and sleeps. Because she says because on Mondays when she's with him, he always goes to sleep. Like, thought he was waking up. I'm like, oh man, he's gonna hear I'm talking about him. But it's quiet at least. Awesome steps. Sorry, autocorrect. Change your name to Ariana. That's what Alyssa said. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I better drink some water. I feel like I'm gonna cough. I don't want to cough in your ears. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to burp. So it sounds like we're all gonna be doing the gingerbread. After I finish this little spot, I'll go and I'll set that up, Nikki, for you. I can do it really quick. Set up the gingerbread Sal channel. I can do that real quick, and then we can. Then you guys don't have to wait until we get there and do it. Working min to max, so many ninja stitches, Carla Hill says. Yeah. Sometimes it's like that's rough, but it just makes more sense, I think, a lot of times. Getting those and being able to cover them all up. Oh, this yellow rose is going to be super pretty. Except there's some dark threads behind it. I really need to be more careful with my waist endings. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but it's kind of bothering me. There's like a black blob there. There we go. Maybe I got it. Oh. Cross stitch. I also draw in watercolor, Joyce says. Oh, neat. Oh, Joyce, have you seen Cross Stitch Meadows watercolor? Oh my gosh, he's so good. I wish I could watercolor like that, man. I love watercolor. I'm just really bad at it. I'm bad at drawing in general. Essie says, how awesome. Somebody did a random act of kindness on Facebook and I won. I'll be getting Portal 5 soon. Yay me. Nice. Hi, grandparents. Oh, Nani. I was like, grandparents. Autocorrect. I mean, not autocorrect. Auto translate. And hi, Essie. Yeah. And that is super awesome. Yeah. Nice. For the 6 portals, you mean? So are you just doing 5? Because isn't one of them only available if you buy all of them? I think that was the one I actually was the only one I was interested in too. I was like, yeah, I didn't think that one through. Let me do this real quick. I want to do a pin stitch, so I'm gonna remove this row. Or, well, there are only 2 stitches. Okay. Yeah, just portal 5. Carla says, would you chart your watercolors, Joyce? And Alyssa says, I think the portals is a pretty set of patterns. And Essie says, I like the creepy cat in that one. No, I don't, Carla. Yeah, COVID took away any type of stitch and bitch. Yes, we're over 10 now. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just gonna finish this this block here. I wanted to do a little pin stitch, and then I'll go set it up. It only takes like 2 seconds. It's not hard to do. Do we just need one channel, right? Because yeah, it's not anything like we don't need to keep from chatter and all that stuff. We can chatter. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll do 2. I'll do a chat one, and I'll do a picture one. So like we can share the whips, and then we'll do one for chatter, so that if you want to look at pictures, it's not like buried. How's that sound, Nikki? Well, also, Michelle, when I moved to where I live now, I moved in the summer of 2019 here, and so like I had only met a couple people when I moved here, like the people in the weaving studio, and so then all of them were all old, and so we didn't. Hold on a second, Biscuit, Alex. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't see you. That's all.
No, it's okay. It's
okay.
underwear.
Yeah, it's fine. Sorry. He still freaks me out. I'm still like stressed out about his seizures. So every time, because he has seizures when he sleeps, and so when he's napping, yeah, you can go change him. That's okay. Yeah. So when I moved here, I didn't have, all that stuff that I was doing. I wasn't seeing my friends that I had made, and then COVID happened, and I was like, yeah, kind of lost interest in it. Yeah, definitely. I didn't know I could draw. I just sat down with a pen and pencil, and it happened. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I am really bad at it. Wait, I was gonna make that real quick. I just picked the thread up and started stitching. Yeah, like you do. Let's see. Let's close that. And then I can. Oh, I turned off Saga. Oh, you know what? I never turned Saga back on. Okay, let me load Saga back up, and then we can check on Discord. I forgot I didn't set it. What the heck is going on here? Oh, there we go. I'm like, wait a minute. Ooh, okay. So let's do it. Let me see. Create a channel. Okay, and sorry. Let me do one more time. Or that was not it. I have to load the saga the overlay window again. Okay, there you go. I set that up. It's under cross stitch, by the way, down at the bottom. So I did a chat and Sal. Okay, so let me start up the saga window. Okay, wait, let's not do that one. Let's just do the big one to start with. Okay. Oh, okay, no, that's working. Oh, yeah, that's good. I thought I had to reload it. Okay. Yeah, and just thought it was strange actually when learning how to draw like that. Okay. So wait, that's the wrong the wrong one. Okay, so we have some pictures we can show. There's patterns. And these are the patterns that Lizzie is interested in from Stitch is So Beautiful. Oh, that one is really pretty. This is a 𝐿𝐼𝐊𝐾𝐝. Oh, that's really pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. And this is another one. That's pretty too. Not quite my thing, but oh, and I love this one. So yeah. Oh, I love this one. And then this one, yeah, that Yogi's doing. That was kind of weird. The edge of hers looked so odd. It looked like there was something wrong with it where she's been stitching. But yeah, it's lovely. I love those ones. Those are super pretty. Ah, okay. So then you guys talked about stuff, and that's fine. Let's see. Supply links. What was that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, the brand. Okay. Huh. Never heard of that. They had a website. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So we can look at that later. And there was a whip. This is from Heidi. And it is the dragons as well as 2 new starts from the weekend. Heidi, that's handmade, right? I think. I'm trying. Oh, those are cute. Aw, look at that. That's sweet. Nice fabric. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Is there anything else? Anybody else want to share something? Let me know. Joyce says, I think anyone can learn to draw. Yes and no. Yeah, okay, that was you. I thought so. Because I remember you saying something about the dragon saw, so I was like, yeah. Okay. I have it's called dyscalculia, where you have trouble with writing, and I guess I always couldn't understand why I couldn't draw anything. I was really bad at it. I couldn't figure it out, and it has something to do with that. Okay, so I'm going to turn, I'm spoiled for choice on handmade or hand-dyed fabric. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, I'm going to plug well, no, I'm not going to worry about plugging the phone in. What was that box that you showed in Discord? Which one? Trying to remember. Oh, you mean the the package that I got, that was my painted fairy kit that I got. Let me open Saga again. Okay, there we go. Is that what the one you're talking about, Joyce? That was in the back of the bicycle basket. Yeah, that was my. I'm not sure you saw the unboxing of the painted fairy unboxing. That was what it was. It was just my 2 kits that I got. Just. Just. Oh, they were awesome. I love them. I started by drawing things in my yard. First thing was my fountain. Oh, that's cool. Alex can draw. Alex is super smart, super talented. But like I've tried. My aunt was a artist, and I had access to all the art supplies that I wanted, but I just couldn't do it. And that's, you know what? It's okay, because I was really upset about it at first, that nothing ever came up. Was, I just couldn't do anything. It looked like children's scribbles kind of thing. But what I realized was that my art is textiles, and I'm okay with that. So, yeah. I can draw what I see, but can't draw from my imagination, Alyssa says. Well, that's the same thing. Alex doesn't draw anything. His stuff is all things that he's watched on YouTube. And that's part of just his autism, brain damage, whatever, that he doesn't have. He draws what he sees and not what he feels like. So there's not really much. I mean, sometimes he'll mash them up, like he'll do one thing of something and then add something else to it in a mashup. But yeah, it's not usually something imaginational. But that's part of the cognitive issues he has. But he's really good at drawing, so it doesn't matter. Watercolor did not come naturally. Yeah, I did do some watercolor. I love watercolor, but I just it's just not my thing. I have a set of watercolors. I have some, what are they called? Peerless watercolors. They are so nice. And then I have a mini travel watercolor set. I bought them for Alex originally, but he just wasn't interested at all. He prefers pen. And now computer. He does most of his drawing on the computer. So I tried it. I was like, I'm going to try it. And I actually signed up for a class in watercolors, but because I was able to go for free through my through the adult education place that I was teaching, because the class was full, they bumped me first. I was like, oh man. Yeah, so I didn't get to go. Alyssa says, I love paint, but I can't paint for my life. You did see the unboxing. Was that the box you were talking about? Because I had taken it out of that box before I started the unboxing. So that might be why it looked different. I understand that, Alyssa. Yeah, I mean, that's the same thing. I love all that. I'm fascinated by it. I love art supplies. You know, I just, and so, what I do is I live through Alex's art. I buy things that I think that he would like, and You know, it doesn't always happen. I actually taught myself how to make watercolor notebooks. You know, do bookbinding and everything, so that he could have some interesting drawing books, which he was not interested in. So yeah, that, you know, it's stuff you do. Let's see. This thread is getting short. It's okay. I don't think I got so much done, but it looks good. Yeah. Go ahead and start your computer, baby. But it looks pretty good. I said it looks pretty good. Can't wait for my dream stitch to come so I can organize my floss. Oh man, I got a lot of organizing to do. I just realized that. when it's time to stitch on Primrose and Feather, I gotta have all that organized before I start. Eek. Hopefully it comes before my birthday, right? Looks amazeballs. Nice, thank you. It really does. It's really nice. I love this pattern. The colors are so me. Let's see. I need to. Did I do that? Let's see. No, okay. The thread was getting really short, so I wanted to end it before. I'm not going to do any more stitches on the outside of it. There we go. Okay. Whew. There we go. And bucket, maybe? Bucket? Oh, there we go. So yeah, I don't think I got as much as I would have liked to have done, but you know, it is what it is. I fix my block. Oops. Seriously. There we go. So I think I still have a lot of, let me turn the block off real quick so you guys can see. Oh, wrong button. Oh man, seriously, I'm hitting all the buttons. Hold on. That makes it. So this is how much I've done. And oh, look at that those roses. Aren't those roses pretty? My brain is protesting against filling it with input. And did you say this is Hardanger? Yes, it's Hardanger. And in the hoop, it's so awesome. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. And Handmaid says, my youngest daughter is constantly drawing and painting. She's creating some really cool anime style sketches. Oh, that's cool. And Alyssa says, love short circuit. Do it, Lizzie. And Joyce says, I have many tons of high-end paint and a lot of Archer's paper. Oh yeah. And you paint your Christmas cards for your family. Oh, that's sweet. I love that. Yeah. My aunt, my whole family draws, just not me. Okay, so I'm gonna clip these ends, and I think we're at 3 hours, and I probably should make sure my child eats. So I think that I will clip all the ends off. We can chat a little bit and finish. This is going to be such an awesome pattern. I love it. So yeah, next time I have to stitch some white. That's okay though. Tubes. Ah, okay, tubes. Okay. Yeah, yeah, like I said, I bought really nice paper, brushes, and types of watercolors for little Mr. Biquitos, and he wasn't interested in watercolors. But he holds his pen, he holds it like in a grip. They tried at first. They were all like, we've got to teach him to hold his pen properly, and then after a while they're like, too late, it's not gonna work, and they just let him draw like that. They said he has so much control over how he draws that there's no point in making him hold his pen differently. So yeah, we just left it the way it is. Those ones didn't go back down. Let me see if I can poke them down. They get X-Stitch cards for birthdays. I do a lot of crafts. Yeah, me too. I do too many. I mean, I do go through like stages, where I'll do something and I'll change my mind after a while and be like, okay, I'll do something else. I definitely, oh man, that just screwed that up, didn't it? Oh, okay, never mind. I had an end that I didn't cut quite well enough, but it's fine. I thought I messed the stitch up, but it was a parked stitch, so it's fine. I'll just pick it back out. Like bobbin lace. Bobbin lace, which is kind of crazy. A lot of people don't get bobbin lace, but for me, it was really easy to learn. But a lot of people, it's not. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so let's see how many did. I probably only did about 200, I'm guessing. 208. I was pretty close. So it's not great, but there was a lot of confetti and movement on this, so yeah. And probably would, if I had started with some of the that, it'd probably been fine. Joy says, do you do Hardanger where you pull the threads? I have done Hardanger. I did it long time ago. My friend in San Diego used to do Hardanger, but I was having problems with my hand pretty bad, and sewing motion was really difficult. It took too much. It made my hand hurt too much, so I decided not to do that. That's why I stopped cross stitching, because it was hurting my hand. But the way I cross stitch now, it doesn't affect it as much as it did. So sometimes if I hold it wrong, and then it will, but it's pretty okay now. Arch is wonderful paper. Yeah, I trying to think what I bought Alex. We used to buy these notebook things that he would draw in, and he went through one of those like in a week or something. So we weren't buying expensive ones because he was filling it up in a week. And but now he uses what do you call it? Alcohol pens. So I buy special paper for that. And last time actually I bought some from the dollar store because they had it. And as I said, he draws a lot, so sometimes it's just normal paper. So anyway, okay, so I set up the Discord for you guys, and I am gonna go because I really have to go to the bathroom, because yeah, I'm so bad. So yeah. I think that's it for right now. So you guys have any questions or anything. If not, I think I'm going to go so that I can make dinner and all that stuff. I should post some of my, I was going to do a bobbin lace demonstration at some point. I have to figure out setup for that though. And I will, so anybody who's interested in, yeah, art supplies up the wall. Yeah, I know. There's, oh, and it's so expensive. Trust me, we were going through pens like crazy. Finally bought them alcohol pens because they could be refilled. So if anybody's interested in sock patterns, you can tag me in the knitting knitting channel on Discord, and I'll set you up with some stuff. And Alyssa says, okay, have a good dinner. See you guys later on Yogi's. Yep, that I'll be there, and I probably won't be very alert, but I'll be there. I have to go to bed early tonight. I have to. I have laundry tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. Eek. Okay, so have a good day, night, evening, and I love you guys. You guys are the best, and I will see you later. Bye for now.